Just somebody else ask Martha to sing or something. Because they're on their way. They're just we fill the gaps. Start singing, please. Just start singing.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna,
You don't know it, Guruji, can you sing Guru Vanda? Just read it out. And he's doing
I can see they can follow you.
Yeah, we can follow it.
Shri Guru Charana Kevala शिला प्रभुपाद गुरु पूजा की जय, शिला गुरु महाराज की जय, गौ तुम्हारी जय।
So you can continue with your feedback. It's okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was. The wireless one's fine. Seriously, I could hear you.
When I was singing, I thought the voice wasn't that loud.
I could hear you from the speakers. It's quite level. Okay, everybody sit down. So we'll give a little talk. And, what this symbol you got? They're in the car. Yeah, put that. Yeah, I know. I'll go give a little talk.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Goti Janavaya Jaya Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jai Shri Radha Madhava ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. Bolo Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So warm welcome to everyone. It's a bank holiday, isn't it? Yeah, so the banks are shut, but you can still spend money. I don't go to bank, it's been a long time. But money, bills, I have to pay and everything. So, we welcome you. Since morning we've been in Birmingham, Lakshmi Narayan Temple. We did street Sankirtan and then, program in the hall and all that. And we've been just singing, doing kirtan. And it's like intoxication. You don't want to stop. So that's why when I came, I was just standing. I've forgotten how to sit down. As soon as I sit down, I get the cramp, so I stand up. But these satsang, it's called satsang, you're associating with the truth. There were so many people, at the end they were just dancing so well. And it's all mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Brajvasis. Mataji is there, Pandit Goswami's Mataji. Give a big round of applause for her. And she was residing there. Her Pati Dev and Pandit Maharaj's son did Katha there 12 years ago, something 10 years ago, in the same hall. And see that blessing, and now Lal Govinda ji is another ISKCON speaker. He's going to give Katha there as well, Lakshmi Narayan. And they said to us that whenever you want to use our facilities, it's bigger one, much, much bigger. And you can ask us anytime, you know. So if you do something for someone, they return the favor. So similarly, we have the Lord on the altar. Bhagwan hai yahan pe. When you do some seva for Him, He opens His facilities as well. And where is His facility? Everywhere. His facility is everywhere. But we got to just serve Him here, but He makes facility all over. Sabhi jagah aapki ho. So become friends with Krishna. So beautiful. What is our definition of religion? Dharam ka kya paribhasha? Yeah, definition kya hoti hai? Dharam. Religion usually is do's and don'ts. Shouldn't do this, can't do that, all the do's and don'ts. Law, rule. But even a government has rules and all that. But when you love someone, is there any rules? There's one rule, no rules. Because it's love. And you're never going to hurt someone you love. You shouldn't. So you can see with Krishna as well, if he's at distance, then dharma means rules and regulations, vidhi marg. But when you get close to him, raganu, spontaneous. Whatever Krishna wants, I'm ready. When you're distance, time near, we have no time, it's bank holiday, but when you're in love with someone, whether it's bank holiday or bankrupt holiday, you are ready, saying, yeah, I'll do it for Krishna. And who are those people who did that? Who was Krishna's mother? Yashodama. Did she ever say, oh no, I'll serve my baby just 5 days and Saturday, Sunday I'm taking a day off? Now you got babies. Do you do that as mothers? No chance. Even if you decided, the children ain't gonna let you go. They are very big bosses. They are. So with Krishna as well, you can't, Monday to Friday you love him, then Saturday is my time. You can do that. He's not stopping you. But when you have love with someone, you don't put conditions. Ahituki apratiyata means without interruption and without any agenda. That's why you love someone. If you have some desire, oh, isko thoda some butter laga de and then I'll get this, that's business. But when you love someone saying, no, you're nice, I like you, no condition, then you're available, they're available for you. But in this world, we can't do that. We are conditioned. Matlab ki duniya hai, do mukhi. We say something else, we mean something else. We've seen it. We do that as well. Others do as well. So we have to improve. Humne apne aap ko improve karna hai. Ki let's try to love at least Krishna without any agenda. I'll just try to. And it's not easy. If you're in the street and you like somebody in the opposite, so suppose a boy likes a girl, he knocks on the girl's door and he says, I want to love you. What would the girl do? Hit him. You can't just go to him, knock on the door saying, I want to love you. Many people would like to do that, but it doesn't work like that. So you try to start conversation, hello, how are you, weather is good, and whatever. And you never let them know you really like them, And many people are mad in love, but they never tell the other person because they're finding it. If they say no, that's end of their life. So best you don't hear the no. She might not like you or whatever. At least you think you got a chance. So what happens is you never tell them. You never reveal. Years later, you hear they also loved you. You think, wish I had said that to them, and then I would have had a friendship. But if it doesn't happen, just realize it wasn't meant to be. Because sometimes we think two people will get along just because they come close to each other. But you have different natures. हमारा स्वभाव different होता है. इसलिए when भगवान को जब भी मिलना है, you can't get familiar with him in the beginning. Beginning में कोई भी है, it's very formal relationship, isn't it? How are you? Where are you from? What's your name? What do you like? That sort of formal thing. पर जब भी एक दूसरे को जानते हैं, you don't ask this formal question. And there are two types of loves. One is swakhya bhav, and the other one is parikhya bhav. Swakhya bhav is husband and wife. Now you tell me, you're all mature. Husband and wife sort of relationship, what is it? What sort of thing is there? From morning to evening, what is it? Eh? Working relationship, okay, yeah. It's always, ye le aana, wo kar lena, ye husband wife, like that. Do this, and then later on complains. You didn't do it properly, only was all day it's like that. बाहर से लिखा है Mr. Mrs. अंदर है missed. Missed. वो उसको नहीं बुला रहे, उसको नहीं बुला रहे. गंगा माई की जय. Outside disrespecting Mr. and Mrs. Bajaj, please come for wedding. वो पहले divorce हुआ होता है तो wedding पे क्या आएंगे? So you can see that when you get close, there's more chance of injuries, misunderstandings. So even with Krishna, you can get close to him, but if you're not ready to respond, there'll be an accident. There'll be accident. You won't be able to keep up. So don't pretend that I love Krishna without condition, all that. You can say that, कि कुछ में मांगने सामने आ जाइए बिहारी जय राधा रमण, some making, well, not show, they do shout, but we don't know how true the relationship is. ठीक है ना? So Ajamal, there's a story of Ajamal. He was about to die. He saw Yamduts, 3 Rastafarians come with, they look like Rastafarian, red hair, like that, matted hair, and they're coming to get Ajamal. Ajamal could see it. When somebody's dying, they can see Yamduts. Yes. So these days, the modern fashion, they're similar Yamduts. So you might think of somebody modern dressed by Yamduts. They've got chains, and because you don't want to leave your body, nobody wants to leave the body. Even an ant, you chase it like that, he'll run. It's not that they know better than you. Nobody wants to die, naturally. So Anjamil realized, I'm about to die. His son is there playing. And some sadhu had named him Narayan. So the sadhu realized he's a Brahmin, but he's lost his way. So let's name him. He said, apne bachche ko Narayan bol dena na. He said, okay, keep Narayan. So when Yamduts came, he shouted, अरे इतने weak, ऐसे तो मर जाओगे. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो ना. That was it. By the way, it's his birthday, everybody. His name is Akash. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Akash. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, dear Akash. Hare Krishna to you. And he has sponsored today's feast and the cake. So give him a big round of applause. Yes. So he shouted Narayan, not knowing what's going to happen. He asked for help. Because when somebody is drowning, जो डूब रहा होता ना, वो तिनका जो है उसको भी पकड़ रहा होता है कि मैं बच जाऊं. That's the thing. When somebody is drowning, they're like, oh my God, let me catch on to something. So he didn't know what he was doing. He just said Narayan loudly. Oh my God. Immediately, Vishnu Doots came. Vishnu's servants. They immediately said, hey, leave him alone. You can't take him. He said, but he's sinned so much. Kitne paap kiye inhone. List hai idhar. Bolta, no, but he just said Narayan. But Yamduts are clever. They said, but he didn't call Narayan. He called his son. He said, it doesn't matter. His son's name is Narayan. Can you imagine if his son's name was Bittu? If he said, Bittu, bas, gaye ji, tit. Gaye ji, Bittu ji. तो इसलिए अपने बच्चों के नाम रखो ऐसे ऐसे अच्छे राधा सीता और माता जी उनके सभी ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन अच्छे नाम दिए सभी को जब भी बुलाओगे जाप हो रहा होता है सो जो बिट्टू कहता है जब पिंकी तो गया क्विकली he'll take him. So पिंकी बोला इसने हैं द यमराज oh yeah और फिर तो जल्दी जाएंगे ना फिर then they'll go quickly if you call Yamraj. वो तो बोलते तो उसका प्यारा है Yamraj का let's take him quickly. So he said Narayan. They said you can't take him because he said those names. So say loudly. Wow. And so you feel nice when you say that. Okay? So immediately the Yamduts had to go. They went to Yamraj because Yamaraj is a kingdom where everybody who dies, they're taken there. The bad guys take a little time, they are punished and all that. The good guys get there quicker, but through another entrance. The most dangerous entrance is all those people have committed evil and everything like that. It's horrible. And it's the subtle body which gets punished, because the body gets left here. It's a subtle body, and it experiences all this. All of you have experienced it. That's why you've been born again and again. You've been to Yamraj Nagari. Because when you go to Yamraj again, you say, oh, I know this place. I've been here before. I know what's waiting for me. You know, sometimes you go to a hotel and you're fed up of it, but the companies still send you to the hotel, and you know the staff, you know the food, you know it's bad. You go, I'm not going to enjoy this. So when you go there thinking, I'm not going to enjoy this, and Yamraj thinks, oh, he's come again, he's our favorite. You know, every time he says, forgive me, and then he does the same thing again. So, you know, it's quite dangerous. So they went back, and Yamaraj said, where is, what was his name? Ajamal, yes. Sorry, I'm tired. I've been singing all day, so not that I don't know it, but my brain is kind of cutting out. So he said, where's Ajamal? He said, Ajamal, we couldn't bring him. Why? You've never failed. He said a name. He said, what name? He said, Narayan. Oh, Yamraj was so happy. My Yamduts are saying my Lord's name. He said, wow, I didn't quite get it. What was it? They said, Narayan. He said something like that. He said, then what happened? He said, this Vishnu Doots came. They had 4 arms, blue body, very strong. He said, leave him. And we got scared, and we had to leave him. But we told him that he's a sinful person. And they said that he said Narayan, even though it's his son's name. So Yamraj said it, this is in Bhagavatam, that anybody who takes any of the names, Mataji sitting there, she knows Sahasranam. She knows them all by heart, and there's Tulsi Archan and all that. Give him a big round of applause. We got somebody who's really qualified here. So they said, don't touch them. You see this around our neck? What is that? Tulsi. Tulsi Kantimala, yeah. This will save you. You know? And then we got this little, what is it called? Yeah, that's Narsingha Kavach. That's Lord Nrsimha's prayers inside there. And I've just ordered some more as well. This really protects you. Now sometimes, you know, you're about to have something bad happen and it doesn't happen. You think it was your luck. No, it's these things around your neck. And even if you lose your life or whatever, because Tulsi is there around you, it saves you. But you have to be vegetarian. You can't just buy this and put it there, because Tulsi doesn't like it. Tulsi is not stupid. Tulsi, you're not stupid, are you? That's the name, yeah, Tulsi is not stupid. So Tulsi knows this person is using me, because he's not going to get... You got to sacrifice something, so you become vegetarian. So if you're not vegetarian today, please go home, throw all the meat away. I'm such a bad vegetarian, even those things, you know, like soya, sausages and whatever, when I look at them thinking, and they smell as well like that. They put some smell in it, so it smells like that. And I gave up eating meat a long time ago. It's been 60 years or something. I go past a meat shop, butcher shop and all that. And my wife just goes past there. I just go past thinking, the poor guy, butcher, you know, he's going to pay the price of selling this. Those who are raising the cattle or whatever, those who are selling it, those who are killing it, those who are again selling it to punters, those who are cooking it, and those who are eating it. There's about 7 or 10 of them. It's called conspiracy. They all get punished. They won't be able to love the Lord. But Srila Prabhupada is so amazing. And Pundrik Ji and his father, when they go, even meat eaters, they make them change their mind. They have chance to like Radharaman. And Krishna, tell you the truth, very tolerant, very tolerant. He's got a lot of time. You and I, we don't have a lot of time. He's got plenty of time. He's seen you right from the beginning of creation. He knows you. He knows how many universes you've been to and whatever. He knows them all. And he's seen it. Every time he says, sorry, I won't do it again. It's okay. Then don't do it again. So he's amused. I was going to say, because he's Trikaladarshi. He knows your past, present, and future. He knows what your future is, what lies you're going to tell now. Now, pakada gaya na. When you get caught, saying, no, I won't do it. In Bharat, they catch the thief. They hit them. Everybody slaps in Bharat. Come here, the guy goes, okay, I'll never do it again. If you don't buy rail ticket, I saw it. I'm at the train station. What happened is I was at a friend's house and he had some tenants and they didn't pay the rent. So he just went, slapped him. Why haven't you paid? So I got disturbed, saying, why just slap like that? Then I went to Kurukshetra station and I'm just looking down the thing and they caught somebody without ticket. Slapped him and the policeman said, Maro thappad iske. You know, maro karke. So he slapped. Well, Prabhuji, I've said I didn't buy a ticket. Abhi kyun maar rahe hain? Then he hit him again for saying that. So I went to Guru Maharaj. I said, Maharaj, in the morning my godbrother slapped a tenant. And now, what is this culture of thappad maro? He said, that's what they do here. Koi bhi pakda jaye, thappad maro. Phir wo bolenge, sorry, I won't do it again. So Yamraj has seen it many times. Krishna has seen it. Krishna ke paas bahut samay hai. He is not panicking that you won't be able to love him and all that. He's arranged beautiful places. Heaven, hell, Patal-lok, Sutalok, lot of punishment. ठीक है ना? And the person inside your heart, Paramatma, he's described as Prasann Vaktaram. Means he's always smiling. Prasann, he's happy. Can you imagine the Paramatma is watching you do all sorts of things and he's still happy? It means he's neutral. He's not involved with your karma. He just watches. So what happens? The day you turn round to Paramatma and saying, I am yours, then he gets interested. Otherwise smiling, he says he's chewing the chewed. He's already done this, he's doing it again and again and again. And it's like you're watching some animals eating and doing this. When you go to Vrindavan, you can sit by Kalindi and there's boars, hogs. They come. You know what they're going to do, go in the gutter, whatever. It's not a big surprise. The monkeys will come. Their tricks are different. They do something funny or maybe take your glasses or something like that. So they get you involved. But, the animals, they'll do it like that. So similarly, the Lord knows that. But the sadhus, when they come, they change your habits first. You got to give up something. So number one is no meat eating, fish or eggs. You got to give that up. If everybody thinks it's all right, yes, it's okay. Because then you won't become a devotee of Krishna. You might even become, a man in Russia or China. In China, they eat anything and everything. In Nigeria, I used to go there, work for Rolls-Royce. We were making power station. And I told the driver, I said, I don't see much wildlife here. He goes, anything move, we eat. Anything move, we eat. I said, that's why. So one day, an elephant got stuck in the swamp. We all went with our machetes. We all went and they chopping away. And one of the guys chopped somebody's leg to take it home. He didn't realize it was a leg. He thought it was the elephant, so he chopped his leg off. They just get excited. So I thought, okay, maybe he's just exaggerating. I'm driving. I'm not driving. I'm being driven because we are drivers. He's driving away. In the front, there's a van. A rat comes over there from the field, trying to cross the road. I thought he missed the van. I was thinking, because we Bharatiya people are very soft, thinking, oh my God, marne wala hai. He got rolled in the wheel of the van and he flung on the side there. My driver braked. I was thinking he's also gentle like me. He goes, food. Well, what food? Carry on going. Usko food dikh raha hai. I was worried about he's going to die. I can't forget that. I was thinking, oh my God, I thought that was food. So you can see, you think that you can improve your ways. But if your culture is like that, you don't realize that. So you stay at that level. So Prabhupada ji went to America and said, no meat eating, no fish, no eggs. And he succeeded. So we should all be vegetarian. Is that okay, everybody? You get it? I mean, you can ask me later on why we can't eat. Some people have come from Bharat here, vegetarian, and they start to eat. Somebody told me last week, they told me that we were vegetarian, but when we came here, we thought, well, let's try it. Because mother and father is not here, so let's try. Oh, they like the taste. So I told him, Are kyun paap kama rahe? Why are you being sinful? Just leave it, just give it up. So many people do that. So the other one is alcohol. No alcohol. no wines, whiskeys, drugs, anything like that. So Prabhupada said that. If you have that, you're already in Maya, in illusion, and you're adding more onto it. There were two people, they got drunk, really drunk. So they went to Taj Mahal. They went to a mountain and they were looking at the Taj Mahal. Evening time, the moon is shining, beautiful scene. They said, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's a very beautiful. So he says, the other one, he goes, tomorrow I'm going to buy the Taj Mahal. And the other one goes, no, you're not. Because why not? Because I'm not selling it. So you're already in Maya. You're already in Maya. Then you're having alcohol, drugs, other. Can you imagine? You'll never come out of it. I mean, you need to keep your brain clear like that. So all these habits, smoking. Have you seen this? They have electric cigarettes now, or whatever they do. Big smoke comes out, They can't give it up. And Murari Bapu said a long time ago, in Gujarati Bapu would say, 6 foot no manas. Or 2 inch ni beedi bahar le jaye kamre se. So 2 inch beedi takes him out. Because I went to one kirtan, when I first started, you're naive. So we're doing kirtans, and I was seeing different members going out for about 20 minutes, then coming back and all that. So I was thinking this kirtan must be getting too much for them, too much ecstasy, so they're having a break from it and all that. So as I was leaving, I saw them going, smoking. I thought, what? They're doing kirtan and going out and then smoking. To them it's normal. It isn't normal, So you got to give that up. And there's like gambling, people gamble and all that. Don't worry. So gambling is there. What's wrong with gambling? Tell me. Whatever you have, juwa kiska na hua. And you get addicted, and then you tell lies, and you rob your family. I know people that rob the wife's jewelry and children's pocket money and everything, thinking they're going to win now. So these are the things. And illicit affairs. Anything illicit like that, just physically and whatever. Not really caring for everyone. That's also an addiction. Many people are like that, So Prabhupada reformed that, and says, but chant Mahamantra anyway. So he didn't put a condition, you have to do all that and then you chant. He got them to chant anyway. So please remember, whenever you approach someone, tell them to say Krishna. I got some people I know in Delhi, I got them to chant Mahamantra. Kids had malas and everything. And I took 2 of my godbrothers and I went out of the room just for 2 minutes. When I came back, the person had put the mala away. And I goes, what happened to him? He's not doing. I said, Prabhuji, he's eating meat and all that. He cannot chant. Well, who told you, yaar? I've got him to chant, and you told him if you're eating meat, you can't do that. So they put the mala away. I told them, don't ever do that. You can say Krishna. Krishna is so powerful, like a fire. He'll burn anything. Once they get the lagan that I like chanting, they'll give all that up. But they ruined it. And to this day, when I tell them I was a vegetarian, no, Prabhuji. They did that. They put a condition on it like anything. It should be natural development. But Prabhupada did say, these are the 4 pillars of dharma. You shouldn't eat meat and all this kind of thing which are said. So please realize, if you don't follow that, then keep chanting. Still, maybe then somebody, at some time, you will give it up. But don't think it's all right. Don't think it's all right. Just say, I have a habit, I'll give it up. Because it's your gain. You become a devotee, it's not Krishna celebrates there, goes, oh, Haridas has become a devotee. He doesn't. He doesn't know Haridas. But Paramatma knows Haridas, Krishna doesn't. So he celebrates. But Pundrik's father said it, once he said it. He goes, get the young people to come to the temple, because when he rings the bell here, the bell will ring in Gokul or Golok. Give a big round of applause. What amazing. He said, bring young people, rings the bell here, and Golok, they'll hear it. So that's what he said. So perhaps Krishna does know. He does celebrate. And there's a story of Gop Kumar, who went from this planet all the way to Golok. And when he got there, Krishna came running to hug him. Gop Kumar fainted and Krishna fainted, saying, you made the journey from there? It's the most difficult journey to go from here to Golok. So Prabhupada made it easy, but it doesn't mean you don't have to do anything now. It means easy for you to enter into bhakti. just entering. You're just going to entrance like that. So we really value your seva, honestly. All you people are so nice. Give them a big round of applause. They come for regular service. You know, because Vidur and I, we're getting a little old, you know. I'm 17, he's 18. Anyway, so we've been doing it for a long time. And at one time when there's no young people, we were doing it ourselves, right? And then Pragnesh Prabhu and a few others came and they helped. But now they're doing it. So we really don't think we haven't done it and we can't do it. Never think we can't do it. We can still do it. But it's good that you're coming and offering seva like that. Because when you serve the Lord, I said last week, if somebody comes to your house again and again just to say hello, in the morning, good morning, yeah. In the afternoon, good evening. If they're living in the streets, all right. But if somebody comes all the way just to say hello, you know, hello, all right. 5 times, 6 times a day, afterwards you're going to think, what is this? Every time they say hello and go away, you know. But what if you have a servant? He works for you. And the day he doesn't come, you're going to say, where were you? So when you're a servant, you want the presence. But if you just come in to say hello, then you don't want too many of those hellos. So please realize, when you start to do service, Krishna, the day you don't come saying, hey, what happened, you know. Krishna does that because he notices you're doing service. I like that example very much. Because something happened to me. I get a visitor regularly. I go out for a walk and they're standing there. I go, oh no. Once, okay, then you have a little chat. Then they're there again. And I'm thinking, so then I told them, I said, excuse me, when I come out for a walk, I need my personal time. You know, please, once a day, good. Regularly, headache for me. I appreciate, but please. That's when I realized, why am I doing that? Because you feel bad saying it. Because, you know, you're a good person and you think, I'm having to say it. Otherwise, you'll make small talk. Inside you're thinking, oh, for God's sake, let me scream. Ah, you know. But you don't do it. You don't tell them. So to be honest, I thought I'll tell them. I said, please, once in a while, it's okay. They got shocked because they feel they're giving love. But they won't chant, and they won't do many other things. And I've told them, can you have a beat back? Can you do this? So if they don't do that, why do I want a friendship of somebody, you know? Because they're feeling a little down, so they ring you, but I'm feeling down. They say, are you chanting? Oh, I couldn't. Same time. Every time I say, have you chanted? Are you giving a Katsi? Are you doing this? No. I said, then what am I going to say more than that? Take a nap. So, but if they're serving, if they didn't come, you say, hey, where were you? Doesn't matter if they smoke, whatever, like they're outside, but they're serving you. So please learn to serve. Whenever you come here, even if you do for a little while, think, I'll do some service. Now, Naval Prabhu, you do quite a lot of service here, you know. And how do you, no, I'm not going to clap him now. I've got to make a point. Both of them are in the cleaning team and they're wearing saffron. Kya baat hai? Sannyas le liya. Sannyas next, right? I mean, from Jadu, he'll have a 3 dandi. So I wanted to make a point. How do you feel when you come and serve and engage others like that? What do you feel? You feel? He's feeling cleaning of soul like that. So, and do you do it at home? Does he do it at home? No, I'm only catching you because sometimes they do it in the temple, at home they don't. You see? So, we had 2 cousins and they used to go to Shaka or something in Bharat. So they would meet people, everybody, and they'd say, Ji, you know, hello Ji, they said, talk like that. When they were at home, being Punjabis, Oi! And then my father saw that. Then he told my cousin, saying, Arey, when you go to the society, Ji to everyone, at home, Oi! So what have you learned? So sometimes the husband might be good here, but at home, maybe jadu vagara nahi lagate. We don't know. But it should be both sides. But it does make you feel better. And if you miss your service, that week you feel a little, I've let the Lord down. You all must be feeling like that. So it's not a trick or anything. Honestly, it's your benefit. Same with the cooks. They come and cook for the Lordship. Pujari Dev aiye. This week he's on his own. The other Pujari has gone on a holiday. Everybody? So you're going to help him coming every day? No. But he's done it before. He gets up early morning, wakes up the Lordship, cooks and everything like that. Give him a big round. He deserves it like that. So one day he rang me. He goes, Haridas, I'm not feeling well. I won't be able to cook. That was last week or something. Yeah, he did that. And I know him. He's a tiger, you know. So I rang him. I said, Prabhuji, wo bhi nahi aa rahe, so-and-so is not coming. Oh, is that all right? I don't care. Even though he had flu, he had a bath, he came and he helped like that. That's called a devotee. Give him a big round of applause for that. मैं इसलिए बटर मार रहा हूँ अभी सारा भी करना पड़ेगा यही No, that's his nature. I knew it. Because Anuragi told me, look, he's not available now. I goes, what? So I know him to be solid, you know. So then I rang and he did that. You don't know how I feel. You know, you feel close to someone saying, you can rely on him, you know. Similarly, Guru Sevak is there, right? He had cold and everything. We had to do this Rath Yatra thing. You know, it was a challenge. We blew a lot of money, energy. Everybody got involved and whatever. And we spent all day inspiring their congregation, whatever. It was really, really going great, you know. And I go to him saying, you know, this problem is there. He goes, don't worry, Dad. Checked on the internet. We can get this, we can get this. I said, oh, Shravan has got a cold. He might be able to come. Don't worry, I'll get a mridanga, mic it up. So bought this, whatever. So he had a solution. So I'm just giving you an example. When you go to someone, we got to have a solution rather than saying, cry on the shoulder and both don't have solution and then it's revolution downwards, you know. So we got to have solutions. So when you're in the temple, or life may be upside Goswamini's Pati Dev had solutions. I mean, see, I've learned a lot from that family personally. What sort of man you should be. Her husband was Goswami of highest caliber. We haven't met anybody Goswami like that, so brilliant. Mataji used to tell me, people would travel from Punjab to come to Pati Dev, husband, and saying, we got this problem. He would tell a solution in 2 seconds. And Mataji would be impressed, like, he just heard the problem. They've been struggling with it. Within a second, found a solution. You know, all of you can do that. What do we do when we see a glass which is half full? What statement would you make? The glass is half empty. Many say, it's empty hai yaar. Especially when you're standing at the Golgappa Thela and he doesn't put the अरे इसमें डाला नहीं आप जल्दी डालो गोलगप्पा जाओ then मजा आती है. So many people say the glass is half empty. And what do the positive people say? Oh, glass is half full. हाँ आधा भरा हुआ. Positive, ठीक है माता जी ने बोल दिया उस समय आधा भरा हुआ है. We'll say, what? ये तो आधा empty है. You know, in Bharat they talk like that, shout always, make a big drama. वो दूसरे भी टीट होते हैं, उनको पता है ऐसा चलता है. You know, they don't get really worried. But in the West they get worried if somebody raises their voice like that. So in life as well, we look at the negative side. That family, I've seen them struggling and they didn't even share it that they're going through some challenge. Only later on a hint like this happened. But no details. I was so impressed. I was the other way around. Somebody had to just look at me a little bad. I've told about 10 people, he looked at me bad. Something is going on like that. You know, when people go to weddings, they feel most insulted. Because they wear the best clothes and then people didn't say Hari Bol to them. And that spoils the whole dress. And when they come back, wedding kya tha, kisne Hari Bol bhi nahi bola wahan pe. Hello nahi bola mujhe. So I've seen such talks. I've done it. I've done them myself because it hurts you. The people didn't give their love and respect like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, maan dena, kirtaniya sadahari. Be ready to give respect without expecting any. I remember Pandit Pitashri once said, he said, before somebody else says Hari Bol, you say it beforehand. He actually said it. Then you're not expecting it's done. But if you wait, is he going to say hello or not, Hari Bol or not? And then you're under pressure because you're waiting for them to say Hari Bol. But if you say it first, it's done. Go over there. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Let's see who says Hari Bol first. I say it or you say it, okay? 1, 2, 3, Hari Bol. Oh, you beat me, We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, Hari Bol. See, we both did it. And we are smiling. See, if only one did it, the other one would be in trouble. So now have this habit. As soon as I see somebody go, Haribo, like that. And today even, there were so many people there. I don't know them, they don't know me. I just went, my name is Haridas. What's your name? I had a stupid question. But they all laughed, thinking, oh my God, what's he doing? You get their attention. If you don't do that, they're in their own worlds like, मेरी साड़ी ठीक है? वो आगे मोटी मेरे पर ये कौन है? ये बहुत बोल रहा है. बच्चा क्या कर रहा है? They're in their world. So when you say everybody bola Hari bol, I always tell them, raise your hands. Come on, raise your hands. See, immediately you listen to me. So now you're going to listen to me. So if you don't raise your hands, I'll just talk saying, Krishna is so beautiful and Krishna is in Golok. It doesn't click. So what you got to do is, this is a trick. Whenever you go there, so always just say, okay, raise your hands. Bolo Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. See, you're looking at me, I'm looking at singing. You know the Maha Mantra, but you wait for me to do that. So there's a little game. But you got a sambandh. You got a relationship. Similarly, when you come, you ring the bell. Krishna hears it. See, that's what it is. You come and greet him. You don't say, I'll wait for Krishna to tell me hello, then I'll ring the bell. You're going to wait forever. It's not going to happen. So when you ring the bell, it's an attention saying, I'm coming. You are really disturbing the kind of thing. And Pundrik Smitashi used to say so nicely, he said, when there's nobody in the temple, Radha and Krishna having really comfortable talk, nicely, enjoying, so much so. As soon as somebody comes, Krishna goes to Radharani, serious ho jao, get serious. Now they're going to ask for loads of things. Can you give me this? Can you give me that? That's why they go still like that. And you can say your prayers, no response. You can say, can I have this? Can I have that? No response. Afterwards you think, I don't think this deity is alive. And then you leave. Krishna goes, he's gone. His list was too long. And then they relax again. I believe that. I really do. Because the temple they go to is Radha Raman, Swayam Prakat. They manifested themselves from a shaligram. Just nobody is able to carve it. It's granite. You can't shape granite. The deity came because the person who was worshipping the shaligram, which is like a round stone, he said, somebody's given me a dress to put on the deities, but you're round. How will I dress you up? Shingar kaise kar paunge? So on Narsingha Chaturdasi, which is Narsingha, they came out of a pillar. He just felt that you can come out of a pillar, can't you come out of a shaligram, which is you? You're Narayan like that. So next morning he found, Radharaman Lal. Bolo Radharaman Lal ki. So they do respond. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Puri, they know what's in your heart. As you enter the door, they know it. Everybody's experienced that. You can have your desires. Each person's desire, he knows. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Please don't think these deities as made of this, that and the other. They are the avatar for this center. The Lord can appear. It's called avatar. It comes, it's there. That's why we give so much respect. That's why we connect with them. So for us, we got Sachinadanita Chand, they're our avatar of the Lord. And we repose our love to them. So we learn to love them. And Prabhupada has taught us how to do it. Sadhu Sants have said, Vaishnavas, how to actually love the Lord. So please realize, this temple is not the same as other temples. I'll tell you now, because they don't follow Shastras so much. They give respect to those who give more money, and their position, whatever. We do as well. We've got to respect what they have. But we give more respect to somebody who's Shuddha Bhakta, somebody who's devoted to the Lord. That's why it's different. Why do we do that? Because Srila Prabhupada made us do like that. Because we want to be an honest devotee of the Lord. Yeah? And don't think we don't ask the Lord. We do. We do. Krishna used to go to Yashodama and ask. And Krishna would go to houses and steal their butter. That's God stealing. One person told me that. He goes, little boy, he thought he was really clever. He goes, why did Krishna steal, butter from other people's homes? I said, yeah, what's wrong with that? He said, well, stealing. I said, really? So if somebody has something, you take it, it's stealing. Yeah. I go, who do you think made cows? So Krishna made it. So who arranged the cow give milk? Krishna did. So are they the neighbor's cows or Krishna's cow? He goes, Krishna's cows. I say, he's God. He didn't steal it. They thought he stole it. He made the cows, he made the butter, he had it. He's taking your hard work. He's not actually doing it. Can you see the understanding? And since that day I realized, oh my God, look at that. We misunderstand Krishna. But he likes you to think that he stole. So when you call him Krishna, you're the supreme personality of Godhead, he's bored with it. He knows I am. But when you call him Chor, means you're a thief, he loves it. He's saying, this person doesn't want anything from me. He's risking the relationship. He's calling me Makhan Chor, Dil Chor, Chit Chor, means you stole my heart. You stole my consciousness. So these are beautiful, Jai Sri Radhe. So these are beautiful nicknames for the Lordship. Please learn. It's called Lok Sambandh Bhav. Lok means ordinary. Sambandh means relationship. Ordinary relationship, bhav, mood. That the Lord is the Supreme Lord, but I'm going to get familiar with Him. Yes? I'll call Him Khana. Ajo Khana. Many Laddu Gopal, they have it. They talk to the deities and everything. See? But before you can get familiar, you have to first appreciate that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Suppose there's a rich man in your town, a billionaire or millionaire. Can you go to his house and get familiar with him? If you don't know him, you can't. They'll tell hey, throw him out. He's getting too familiar. But when you become close friends to the rich man, anytime you can call him, hey, kaise hai, theek hai, anand mein. But when you're a servant, you're not going to tell the saint, hey, kaise ho, anand mein, You'll tell him, fire him, sack him, no respect. So you have to realize, if you're at a distance from Krishna, you can't have lok sambandh bhav. You can't get familiar. Even if you try, you'll be thrown out. In the beginning, you got to respect Him as a Supreme Personality of God in the beginning. And that's why you chant Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What does that do? Two things. One, it purifies your heart. The other one is avahan, is calling Krishna. You're calling Him. And ask anything. Hare Krishna, there's no like, give me this, give me car, whatever in there. It's not a prayer. Like prayer would, hey Bhagwan, mere exam pass kar dijiye. Bhagwan bolte, aap hard work kyun nahi karte? Aap pass ho gaya na, mujhe kyun puch rahe? Hard work aap nahi kar rahe aur mujhse kare pass. You're asking me to pass your exam, but you didn't work hard for it. So it's not that you just say that, he does it like that. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is nothing asking in there. It's just glorification. And Srila Prabhupada said, that when you go out Harinam, you're not there to impress the public. You're in the street glorifying Krishna. Well, what a lovely thinking. Because we go out sometimes and we think, oh, the public was great, whatever. And since I heard that, whatever I do, when I do the chanting and everything, like today we did, look, everybody was chanting. It gives you extra Shakti because you realize you're glorifying Krishna. And you can close your eyes and say, Hare Krishna. It looks like acting, like as if I'm doing acting. It's not acting. I'm actually glorifying the Lord. And people see this, oh, he seems to be enjoying it. And then they join in. So if you raise your hands and just glorify the Lord, just go, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I don't know whether you did, but I feel in my heart, I'm really calling Him. Yeah, then you feel happy. Because when you call Krishna, you can trust Him. He is supreme truth, absolute truth. You can have relationship with Him. It'll be anybody else, it's not their fault. Pundrik Pitashri said, the gopis liked Krishna. Why? He knew how to respond in love. Unko nibhana aata tha. So amazing. He knows how to respond. Lord Ram couldn't. Lord Ram can't respond. He's married to just one, Sita Mata. So when Rishi said, can we, embrace you and all, the male, they have feeling of woman. They say, can we embrace you? He goes, in this avatar, one wife, Sita Mata. But next avatar, I'll come and I can do that. So when he came as Krishna, those rishis became Rishi Charis. They became gopis and they were able to dance with him and all that. So Ram can't do that. Krishna can do that. Krishna is amazing. So please, whenever you go to Vrindavan, Mata's ashram is there. They will take you to Radha Raman Mandir, honestly. And every time I ring saying so-and-so coming, say, why are you asking Haridas? Just send them like that. She's a lovely, lovely host, honestly. You won't find anybody else. But if you do something wrong, she'll tell you off as well. Clearly, Eko kare, why are you doing this? What is it? Like that. Not small, small things. Like, why didn't you come early? You missed this festival and all that. She has the right to do it. Because she's like a mother. She's training you what's right, what's wrong. But she's happy to see everyone. It's so amazing. Give a big round of applause. She really has connected us to Vrindavan. When we think of Vrindavan, we think of that family. I think we think of Bihariji later or Radharamanji later because we have a relationship like that. ठीक है ना? So form good relationship with Krishna, he's pure. ठीक है? दूसरे हैं, even I, if somebody demands that I do something, I might not be able to meet it. ठीक है ना? So then I would try my best, but I'm limited. But Krishna is not limited. ठीक है ना? So please come, do service here, come for satsangs, and we are sharing this, and we're letting you know, we've been doing this for 50, 60 years. We still feel young. We still feel we haven't really experienced the whole love of Krishna. But whatever we experience, it's making us happy. And when you go to your relatives, they're talking about, oh, bills bahut ho gaye mehenge, you know, car broke down and insurance zyada ho gayi hai. Whoa, talks like that. And we sit there going, yeah. And, you know, just listen, what else? Oh, jab bhi jayenge, and if you talk about religion, they don't want to know. Ye to apna vishwas hota hai. They haven't read Gita, Ramayana or anything, apna vishwas. You know. Sabhi raste ek jagah jate. Are really? Map dekha kabhi? सभी रास्ते इधर उधर जाते हैं प्रभु इधर लंदन है उधर मैनचेस्टर है सभी कहाँ जाते हैं all the ways are not going to the same place. You know, roads go to many places like that, so you can't say that. That's wrong. हमारे भारत में lazy होते हैं ना ऐसे बोलते हैं ओ यार सारे भगवान हैं, everybody is God. Where do you get that from? This finger is my finger, yes, it's my finger. Would you talk to it and like say Haridas कैसे ठीक है मैं ठीक हूँ क्या बात है आप भी हरिदास ये भी हरिदास ये भी हरिदास ये भी क्या बात कर रहे हैं? It's part of him. He's not Haridas. It's my finger. So we are ansh. We are part of the Lord. So we are connected. That's good. But we are not the whole. That is the Supreme Lord. So we are connected to it. So many misunderstanding in Bharat like that because they're lazy. They don't read. But the ones who read, they are pakka sadhus. Very good sadhus. You won't find holy people better than what's in Bharat. But the general public are lazy. They don't really read and say, okay, this is how it should be. It's called Sanatan Dharma, means eternal religion. That's eternally you are like that. You got to find out about it. And that's Das. You become servant of the Lord. That's your Svabhav. ठीक है ना? I'm finishing here. If anybody has any question, you can ask. So, any comment or a question? Yes. Yeah, they do. It does. They feel happier, but they have a permanent job as Yamduts. They can't give it up. Because Yamraj is also devotee of the Lord. That's why when the sadhus go, they meet Yamraj. There's a room there where they wait for flights to other places higher up there. It's actually a place with flights. So there is, Yamraj is a devotee of the Lord. I mean, even Vidur is expansion of, and Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yeah, incarnation, you know, they're righteous kind of thing. So they are employed. They're employed to do the dirty work. Yeah, it's a dirty work to pull souls out and then take them to hell and all that. You know, people who are hard like that, it's needed. But so when they say the Lord's name, even they do like that, you know. And they can't die. That is their service. Same with Yamaraj. It's only when the whole universe finishes, then they get something else. Difficult job. And Vishnu Doots, on the other hand, very clean, just like Lord Vishnu. But they're Vishnu Doots representing Lord Vishnu. Like devotees. We know when you see a devotee, like tilak and everything, you're like, hey, Prabhu, how are you? All right? Where you from? And then you see others who are little, I'm going to buy Taj Mahal, type drunk and all that. You can see from far. The drunkard person thinks the world is moving like that. So they're trying to be straight like that. And if there are two of them coming, he thinks he's moving. The other one goes, no, he's moving. But if you're sober, you're not moving. It's him, he's drunk. So similarly, the ones in Maya, they are going this way, that way, and thinking, he's in Maya. So when sadhu comes, he's straight, thinks he's in Maya, What is Maya? You are attached to something which is temporary. That's called Maya. Ashashvatam dukhalyam. It's full of misery. Even husband-wife, isn't it the best arrangement? Yeah? You could have. But aren't you afraid that one day you might lose one? One of them could go. So what are you going to do then? But if you realize, that's going to happen. That's how nature is. Then you live your life. Otherwise you're worried, how will I live with that? How will I live? It's going to happen. So how do you go above Maya? You fall in love with Krishna. He stabilizes you. Realize, Krishna, even if one of my partner goes, can they be with you? You send them there. Wonderful. Otherwise, without Krishna, oh my God, how will I live? Who'll bring me a cup of tea? I'll have to make it myself. This sort of, yes, Prabhu. Is there a spare mic? Mic on, because it gets...
Most new devotees as well as prospective devotees, they ask this question, this alcohol is one pillar, not eating, not drinking it. Other one is meat. Isn't it true that taking alcohol is a lesser sin than taking meat?
Alcohol is?
It's a lesser sin than consuming meat, because you don't kill anything when consuming alcohol. This question many ask. So
So here's a question. Eating meat is sinful, but having alcohol is not sinful because you're not killing anyone. What do you think? Is it same or is alcohol lesser? Anji? You kill people after drinking. Give him a big round of applause. He got it in one. It means it's worse. It's worse because it makes you go into illusion and all that kind of thing. It's not about killing. It goes in Bhagavad Gita. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita vanabhuya aja nitya shashvato yam purana na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Even if you kill the body, you don't kill the person. So many people start to eat meat, think we're not killing anybody. It's the karma. You cause pain to someone. That's what it is, like that. But the other one is, illusion means you have alcohol and all that. You will not then try for self-realization. That's called atmaha. It means you're killing your soul. It's worse. You're getting intoxicated. I know many rock stars and all that kind of thing. From our time, we used to follow them. And now I'm hearing documentaries of them. When they became famous, being in front of the crowd, like we just went and all that kind of thing, when they're on their own, they feel, I'm not enjoying this. So somebody would give them drugs. So they would have drugs. And guess what? They get hooked on it. Their life changes. Their money disappears and everything just because of that. And they become infamous. Most of them, even Beatles and others. LSD, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It was called LSD. They wrote a song. And they even said, we were trying to get off it, but it won't let go of you. So it's worse, alcohol. Yeah? I'll tell you a little story. There's one rich person, employer, and he had a boy working for him, and he liked him. And he goes to him one day, he goes, are you married? And he goes, no, I'm not married. He goes, I've got 3 daughters. You select one of them. And he goes, Saab, what are you talking about? I said, no, do that. So he said, take my eldest daughter out. So he took her out. Next day he goes, so did you like her? He goes, no, she's all right, but her eye is a little bit squinting. So he goes, so you don't want to marry? He goes, no, squinting eyes will disturb me. So he said, all right. He had said, if you marry her, I'll give you, a car or whatever, promotion, something. He said, okay, take the next one. I'll give you a house and a car and all that if you if you like her, you want to get married. It's all right. So took her out. Came next day, goes, so what do you think? So she's good, yeah. So are you ready to marry? He goes, no. Her leg is a little bit shorter than the other one. So when she does that, she goes, so you don't want to marry? He goes, no. It's okay. Try my third daughter. So it's only a little bit, it's okay. Try my third daughter. I'll give you loads of money and everything like that. I'll give you my position and whatever. So when he went, she was really beautiful. So he really enjoyed it, thinking, I can marry her and have all that kind of thing. So next day the Seth goes, so what do you think? He goes, oh, boss, brilliant. She's so beautiful, everything perfect. And you're offering me all this money and your position. Why? Even if you didn't offer, I'll marry her. Why? He said, because she's a little bit pregnant. So this alcohol is like a little bit pregnant. It's then going to grow on you and kill you. So these pillars are really solid pillars. Illicit this, gambling this, and whatever. Prabhupada knows. Because if you want to be sinful, do all those. Do all those things. Eat meat, do all this kind of thing. Then you'll never be able to do that. It's in the scriptures like that. It's not, Prabhupada thought about it one day on the back of a book, let me write 4 principles. No, it's not like it's Shastric, like that. And we have seen it. We were all having it. I used to eat meat before a long time ago. And when I gave it up and all, I just decided, just reading the introduction of Prabhupada's book, just introduction. I didn't even read, you shouldn't eat meat. I just read 3 or 4 things. Told my mother, I won't be eating meat. She said, you eat like a demon. What do you mean? You have chicken legs in both hands and, like drumsticks. I said, no, she said, beta, have egg. So I said, no, mother. So, you know how mothers are? Tu mada ho jayega. You'll get weak. I said, okay. So I did that. That was the worst pong smell I had ever. I said, no, Mom, I'm not going to eat it. That was back in 74. Just give it up. And then I carried on reading, and Prabhupada said, if you want to be a devotee, then you should not eat meat and all that. I was thinking, oh my God, I gave it up, then I read it. See the potency of Prabhupada's books. Otherwise, I read Bhagavad Gita by Penguin, Juan Mascaro. I read the whole Gita and I said, that's just philosophy. But when I met the Hare Krishna, I goes, what book should I read? It's a Gita. I said, I read it. He said, which one? That one. He said, he's a Spanish author. He doesn't know the culture. He's not a devotee, he's a professor. So then Prabhupada's just introduction, and I changed. The other one I read, nothing, no change happened. So it's no translation in words, Shakti in it. Prabhupada's heart is speaking in the purpose. And you'll know what Prabhupada's thinking of that verse. You can't think like Prabhupada does. You can't think like this sun thing. When they translate, it's not academically. It's from the heart. They're bhaktas. The same, matha paratram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Krishna goes, there's no truth higher than me. The way Prabhupada does it is amazing. You read other translations, same translation, saying, there's nobody higher than the supreme truth. They don't mention Krishna. Krishna goes, mataha, me. Nobody higher than them. They'll say, nobody is higher than the supreme truth. But they won't say Krishna. And that's why you read the whole Gita, you don't become Krishna Bhakta. And Srila Prabhupada said, the problem with all other Bhagavad Gita is they miss the central point. And the central point is Krishna. Krishna goes, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. They translate it differently. They translate it differently. It's so dangerous. Never mind alcohol. Bad translation is worse. Bigger offense. So please have Prabhupada's translated Bhagavad Gitas. Many Americans, Russians, all them, they became Vaishnavas. They become like that. Such a treasure, this one. Oh yeah, sorry.
So this is a very nice question. People are asking you about alcohol. But actually, from Vedic cultural point of view, Vedic culture, Vedic dharma is based on 4 pillars. Yes, pillars are strong things which hold a building up. So our culture, our dharma is based on 4 pillars. Meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. 4 pillars of dharma. And so drinking is one of them. Now, but forget Vedic culture, forget religious arguments. In modern society, all over the world, there are many professions. If you drink, you're not supposed to do your job. Pilots cannot drink and fly a plane, even if it's just one shot, one drink. They are not allowed to drive. Doctors, surgeons are not allowed to operate if they drink. A ship's captain isn't allowed to steer a ship, massive ship. We can go some destruction if it runs into a building or something. They're not allowed to, steer a ship if they've drunk anything. So a lot of people will argue drinking is okay, relaxing, but we never give it to our children for their exams, do we?
Yeah.
Do we? It's exam season now. So if they're a bit nervous, let's give them a little drink so it relaxes them. No. Yeah. So many foolish arguments come. But just from as I was saying, forget from the religious perspective, even ordinary world we live in, drinking, there are many things you are not supposed to do after you've drank. And none of us give it to our children. Because one argument they do give is it's relaxing. But we never give to our children for their exams, do we? So drinking is bad.
Thank you, Jai. There's mic needed here.
I had one question regarding the.
Keep the mic like
Hello.
Yeah.
So I had one question regarding the story you told about Ajamal. Right. So he was a sinful person, right? He just said Narayan on the last breath he had and went to the God's abode. And
No,
there
he didn't go back.
So
He
the
was
Vishnu
given
lo-
second chance. He was
Vishnu
given
lo-
second chance, and he became devotee. People think he just went. He didn't go up there.
Okay, so the Vishnu Doots came and didn't take him.
They stopped him and they didn't take him. He said,
Oh,
okay,
okay,
now
okay.
improve your ways, and we give you second chance. Yeah.
So why is it that the someone who's been reciting the Lord's name all his life doesn't do it in the last moment, and
Yeah.
someone who has been so sinful and all and does it at the last moment gets such a big chance?
Yeah.
It's like a big opportunity.
Good question. There's many who are reading, reciting, leading good life, and he said they don't get chance to for higher planets or something. But somebody was sinful, just said Narayan once, and it was all right. So I'll tell you a little story. There used to be a drama like that. Once Narad Muni ji came to the earth, right? Narad Muni came, and he always says Narayana, Narayana. And there was a cobbler. What does he deal with? Leather, dead animal skins. He was making shoes and singing Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, just doing like that. He saw Narad Muni ji. He threw the hammer and everything. Dandvat Pranam. He goes, oh, Narad Muni ji aa gaye, Jai Ho. I'm really fortunate and everything. And Narad Muni said, oh, simple guy, like that. He goes, oh, okay, bless you. He says, Narad Muni ji, tell me, what's Narayan doing now? He said, Narayan is in Narayan Lok. He goes, oh, very nice. Are you able to see him? He says, yes, I see Narayan whenever I want to. He goes, oh, you're so fortunate. He said, please, next time when you come, tell me what Narayan was doing. And he said, okay, I will. And he thought, simple person. Carried on. And then by the Ganga ji, there was a Brahman, smart Brahman, reciting Upanishads, Vedas and everything. And in Sanskrit, really loudly, Narad Muni descends. And he looks at Narad Muni and goes, oh, Narad Muni ji, aa gaye? हाँ जी आ गए हाँ तो कैसे चल रहा है how is it going he said I'm just going to meet Narayan he says please tell Narayan wait for me because after this life I'll be coming to see him that's what he said so Narad Muni says okay I will ask Narayan then is he knows what arrangement is there he said please I'm sure he'll be all right so confident because he's recited everything he was so sure so Narad Muni goes to Vaikunt, meets Narayan, and so Narayan ji said, hello Narad Muni ji, kaise aap, theek hai? I said, first class. So, went to planet Earth, he said, yeah, I met a cobbler. Oh no, sorry, I met this Vedantist. He's reciting so nicely everything. And he was so sure he's coming there. So, he was saying, this lifetime he's going to come to Vaikunt like. And Narayan says, not for many, many lifetimes. He won't come here. Narad Muni is surprised. He says, but he knows all the Upanishads, because he might do. But no, he won't come for a long time. So Narad Muni thought, how am I going to tell that person? He's sure he's coming this time. That it's not going to happen. And as he was leaving, Narayan says, oh, by the way, that cobbler, wo mochi hai na, usko bol dena, wo aa raha hai next life mein idhar. He's coming here. And Narad Muni said, how's that possible? He is dealing with the mask, vagara, all these skins and all that kind of thing. How can he come here? He said, just when you see them, they'll ask you, what is Narayan doing? Tell him he was passing an elephant through the eye of a needle. ऐसा बोल देना. Narad Muni said, Narayana, Narayana. So then when he went down, he went to Gangaji, and this person, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, shlok, 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 shlok. He saw Narad Muni, he said, Narad Muni, Acha Narad Muni ji, aa gaye? Haan ji, I've come. Did you meet Narayan? Yes. So Narayan kya kar rahe the? तो उसने पूछा, did you ask Narayan whether I'm coming after this, life? He says, yeah, I did. So what did Narayan say? He said, bad news. You're not coming after this. Huh? What else should I do? He said, anyway, what was Narayan doing? He said he was sitting and passing an elephant through the eye of a needle, like that. And he goes, oh, okay, whatever. He just gave up. He said, whatever. Meaning, he couldn't have gone, because I'm definitely. So Narad realized, thinking, I know what Narayan means. He's so gamandi, abhiman. So then later on, he goes, he said, let me see the cobbler. Cobbler is working away, Hare Krishna, Chamada Kara, doing all that. Then he sees, here's the veena, and he gets up. Hey, Narad Muni, Narad Muni there goes, oh, Jai Ho, Dandavat Pranam, Charan pakad liye, please bless me, all this kind of thing. And then he goes, Acha, so what was the Narayan doing? He goes, he was pushing an elephant through the eye of a needle. Goes, wah, wah, Narayan ki jai, Jai Hari, Jai Hari. So Narad Muni thought, that's a different reaction. So he said, what makes you so sure that he's doing that? He said, you just give me an answer. So what? He said, I sit under this banyan tree so big. And I used to think, how does this little seed have such a big tree come out of it? I realized Narayan must be doing it. If he can pass an elephant through the eye of a needle, so from a seed, a big banyan tree must come. So you're giving me an answer. He bowed down to him, goes, wow, you really saved me. And Narad Muni says, by the way, this time when you die, you're going to Vaikuntha Loka. Goes, no, मैं तो पापी हूँ. I'm a papi, I won't. He said, you will. So Narad Muni realized. Sorry. We shouldn't be abhiman. Shouldn't be proud. And we all become proud. That's a problem, even as devotees. Yeah. So I would say just watch out. That's why you have a guru. Not that he gives you knowledge, you can go on the internet and get it, but guru will smash your pride. And that's why I said when Mataji will correct you, it's not because she's correcting you. This abhiman, I'm in Vrindavan now, I can do whatever. They smash that. So just remember that. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I got overcome. Because I know my pride and always have to fight it. Yeah. So, anyway. Thank you. Anji. ठीक है.
नारायण नाम मिला.
Yes.
क्योंकि पहले वो बहुत सद था,
ब्राह्मण था
और उसको सब आता था, लेकिन उसकी दृष्टि पड़ी जब वैश्या की, तो उसकी बुद्धि में से सारा सद निकल गया,
उसकी इच्छा निकली,
सब निकल गया और असद भर गया, और वो उसी में रम गया. उसके बाद जब साधु आया गांव में तो सबने हंसी में कह दिया, उन्होंने बोला मुझे कहाँ भिक्षा मिलेगी,
सबसे
तो उन्होंने बोला वो सबसे अच्छा ब्राह्मण है,
अजामल.
हाँ अजामल, बस उसके यहाँ चले गए. तो उन्होंने जाके अनुभव किया कि नहीं ये तो सद नहीं, ये तो बहुत असर. तो उन्होंने कहा अच्छा मेरी एक बात मानेगा, था तो वो ब्राह्मण. कहा अच्छा तो तेरे पुत्र, बोला मेरे यहाँ तो भिक्षा नहीं ले सकते क्योंकि सूतक लगा है.
ठीक है.
बोले नहीं तेरे घर में सूतक नहीं, तेरे जीवन पे सूतक लगा है. बोले मेरी एक बात मानेगा, तो क्योंकि उसने कभी जीवन में सत्कर्म किया था. बोले हाँ साधु आप प्रसाद. उन्होंने कहा ठीक है अपने पुत्र का नाम नारायण रख दे. तो उसको नारायण कहने में भी बहुत टाइम लगा.
अच्छा.
नारायण, वो पारायण बोला, बोला पारायण नहीं नारायण. नारायण रख. फिर वो उसमें नारायण हर चीज़ में उसका इतना प्रेम हो गया उससे
बच्चे के साथ
कि वो हर समय अरे नारायण तेने ये किया कि नहीं, अरे नारायण तेने खाया कि नहीं। वो जैसे कहते हैं ना कि उनके रूप में भगवान का नाम लेने लगा। और जब उसकी मृत्यु आई तो वो बच्चा उसकी गोदी में था और वो छिटक के दूर गिरा तो उसमें प्राण बचते थे और वो एकदम जोर से चिल्लाया पूरे दर्द से। ऐसे ही नारायण नाम नहीं लिया, पूरा जीवन का दर्द था उसमें और उसने नारायण पुकारा, तब विष्णुदूत प्रकट हो गए।
ठीक है, थैंक यू। So Ajamil cried the Narayan's name with all the pain of his life. He used to be a Brahmin, but he went off the track. And then that time, all the pida and all that, and he got attached to. And the sadhu is the one who arranged that. That's why the sadhus have this kripa. That's why when we have initiation, the guru changes your name. Whatever your name is, you do that. I mean, these days when the name is given, like Shyam Sundar Das, Prabhupada's disciple, you wouldn't know he's American because Shyam Sundar Das, right? And Prabhupada changed those names, and those disciples accepted it. They didn't want, to be called Dick Das or Joan Das or whatever. They said, okay, whatever you do, I'll have it like that. So it's bowing down to them. So Guru actually abhiman nikal deta hai. But even then we get abhiman. Main 16 mala karta hu. I get up for Mangal Aarti. I went there. I've cleaned the temple. I've done this. So we've done that. That's why I had tears, because I realized I had to fight all my life. I mean, even when it's going good, like today it was going so good, wasn't it? Yeah. Really, really doing it. Now the thing is, I have to tell myself it was Krishna doing it. It was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing it. It's Nitan. I have to do that. Otherwise it'll be difficult for me to go through the door because Abhiman, because I'm a big head. I was, oh my God, I've got stuck here. No, you have to tell yourself, and you must do that. And Krishna arranges that. Pundak Maharaj told me, he said, whenever you do something great, something will happen. And you realize, why did that happen then? Krishna is checking your Abhiman because he cares for you. You represented him. We didn't sing. Prabhupada taught us. We're just doing that, and everybody's enjoying it. Oh, you want to say?
Just to answer your question, I remember Guru Maharaj saying this once when this story of Ajamil came up. And my Guru Maharaj said that the story of Ajamil is the example of an exception. Meaning, even though he was so sinful, because his son happened to be called Narayan, and he happened to be there, and the Yamadus happened to come, and he happened to see his son, he called for his son. So most of his life he was sinful, most of his life. And he happened to say the Lord's name at the end, and it still saved him. And my Guru Maharaj says, that's 1 in a million exception. So do you want to take the chance? Better to practice saying the Lord's name the whole of your life. So at the time of death, you're so practiced in saying the holy name of the Lord that you will say it. The Ajamil story is to show you that the Lord's name is that powerful that in the off chance that you happen to say it. But my Guru Maharaj said these sort of chances don't happen all the time. That's why it's in the scripture. It's in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not like a daily occurrence. Like usually, my father used to say this, whenever something bad happens, what's the first thing that's on our lips? Hit yourself. Do you say, oh, Narayan, oh, Krishna? It's usually bleep. So the first thing on our lips is not usually Krishna. So in our lives, my Guru Maharaj said, don't take the chance. Don't risk it that at the time of death, he goes, my Guru Maharaj used to say, at the time of death, you can even be unconscious. Many people are lying unconscious. They can't say anything. And my Guru Maharaj said, if you chant the holy name and remember Krishna throughout your life, even if you can't remember Krishna at the end, Krishna will remember you.
Jai ho, very nice.
That's what my Guru Maharaj said.
Very good. Good
So this is why we don't take the risk. Ajamil's thing shows the power of the holy name, but the holy name should be chanted regularly.
Very good. Thank you for that. Anyway, is everybody okay with that? All right. Thank you for listening and all that. We were really in nectar land from Birmingham and all that, so I shared some of the things with you. And we're a little late, but tomorrow is bank holiday and all that. And Mataji has requested that have a little in the park, a little kirtan or something like that. If anybody would like to come that, so we can choose the park and then do a little kirtan. And then at Vidur's house, it's the ladies' Sangeet, just the ladies. So where are you going to go? Upstairs. So he's not allowed. And hey, Gorang. So you're right. Welcome. So, what time is the program at Vidur's house? 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. So there's a park near Vidhu's place. So at 3 o'clock because I didn't want to put a lot of gap in there. So maybe at 3 o'clock we can go to the park, and then 4 o'clock go to Vidhu's house, and he'll continue with the ladies, and all the ladies can go home. Yeah. Is that okay? Is everybody, or any other suggestions? Because I think that's doable, isn't it? If it's too gap, because they come in to cook in the morning here as well, and then when to do it. So I would say at 3 o'clock, Anurag, it's called Knoll, N-A-U-L, Knoll Mill Park. So if you Google it, Knoll, N-A-U-L, Knoll Mill Park, in there. So it's near Vidhu's house. So Vidhu will send you anyway. He'll say, go down to the park. So that's my suggestion. Are you okay with that? I'm just consulting, you know. ठीक है ना, 3 बजे कर लेंगे पार्क में आके थोड़ा सा करके ठीक है उधर swans भी हैं, there are some swans in there, swines are not there. So swans are there, so we'll do kirtan, and then the ladies can go to Vidurani's house and all that, and have chatpata, whatever is being made, and then we'll sadly go away, all the men, you know, and then have a sandwich. Okay, done. 3 o'clock, Knoll Mill, and Anuragi, just check it out, and then you can put it on the notice board. Theek hai, all right. All we got to do is we'll have mardanga and all that, and bring a little sheet or something like that, because grass might be wet or something like that. But we'll do that, okay? It's bank holiday. Let's bank some names. All right, okay. Enough. Right, everybody stand up, and we're gonna, well, you can clap if you want. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So if you can stand up now, we're going to do Aarti. Yeah, we're going to do Aarti. And remember, it's Akash's birthday party. And we'll wish him happy birthday, and then he'll cut the cake as well. Thank you, Jai.
The wording.
Gaura Sampada Gaura Chande Arotika Shobha Janavi Tatavane Jagamanaloba Gaurange Aroti Shobha Jaga Janamana Loba Gaurange Aroti Shobha Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Janamana Loba Nita Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Go Nitai Go Nitai Go Re Nitai Go Namayom Vishnu Padayo Krishna Prastayo Putale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanto Swami Niti Namine
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prajarine Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Vedanta Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravata Vedanta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Radhe 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 Govinda Jaya Radhe Radhe Jaya Radhe 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 Govinda Jaya Radhe 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 Govinda Jaya Radhe 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 Govinda Jaya Radhe 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 Govinda Bhaja Radhe Radhe Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita
Jagannath Swami. Great.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Baba Tume Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami
The Pujari.
Neela Jala Chandra Swami Jagannath Neela Jala Madhava Pyare Jagannath Neela Jala Chandra Swami Jagannath Neela Jala Madhava Pyare Jagannath
Jaya Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Swami Jagannath Pujari Dev, take over. Jai Baladev Jai Subhadra Jai Baladev Jai Subhadra
Jaya Subhadra Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Satinanda Ora Hare Vishnu Priya Pranadhana Nadeya Bihari Jai Satinanda Jai Gaura Hare Vishnu Priya Pranadhana Nadeya Bihari
राधारमणाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हो। जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। सर्वगोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय। सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय। सांडे भक्त संग महोत्सव की जय। जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। परमानंद भक्त पवन शिल गुरु महाराज की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the Simulutis. All glories to the Simulutis. All glories to the Simulutis. All glories, all glories, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj ki jai ho.
All the people who are on the list, we will remember them. And anybody else you are aware of, need Lord's blessings, please think of them, meditate on them while this art is being sung. Where is that? Haribo. Okay. Who knows Nasingati? We usually ask the lady.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Namaste Jai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.
Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Bol. Thank you all for this Sunday